Welcome to my channel. My name is Shoshana. There are shortcuts during the spiritual awakening and spiritual journey. There are shortcuts. Sometimes we can get to a moment in time where we have these quantum jumps. It's like we go through a portal into, and it leads us to a place of much further expansion. Like we skip a few levels on the way, and bypass a lot of like in one lesson we can bypass what we could have learned otherwise in 10 lessons or in 10 years. And one of the ways of quantum expansion is through the mirrors in other people, and through because we are a social animal, and because we need others in order to mirror ourselves back to us. Because if we didn't have the physical world, let's say if we were born and we didn't have any of our senses, we would be within this body with absolutely no contrast. There would be no way for us to expand our potential without our senses. You wouldn't have eyesight, you wouldn't have touch, you wouldn't have taste or feel or smell or or communication, any kind of communication with the physical world. Then you would be born a pure conscious being with no tools in order to expand that consciousness. And those tools sit within the ego body, the physical body. So if you had no way to perceive yourself or the outside world, you would not be able to expand your consciousness and expand humanity. And therefore, this conscious life is the plane in which everything happens, is the plane in which there is relevance. Otherwise, there is no relevance, there just is. And so in knowing that and understanding that to a very deep level, there are you can understand that at a topical level, but if you go a little bit deeper, you can see that it touches every single aspect there is of life. And that means that through this reflection, we have the capability to quantum jump through encounters with others. And we can use this when we understand the mirror effect, which we all do. We can use this in a way that will give us these quantum jumps on our spiritual path. And one of the ways is to go inward, see what it is that we are yearning for. But you really have to go inward. It's not at a topical level. It's not at the level of, oh, I want a better car. It's at a level of what would I feel if I had a better car? What would that give me? Would it allow me to feel more freedom? Would it allow me to feel more worthy? What is it that I am seeking in that? Or I am looking for the ideal relationship, and I would like to have a partner who would come in and treat me like I am a goddess, or treat me with utmost respect and love me unconditionally just because of who I am. And if you can go in and really feel the feeling of that, what that emotion feels like and what it is, really pinpoint what it is that you are yearning for in that way, then you can reverse mirror it. That means that in your relationships, you can give what it is that you are yearning to receive. And in the giving, you will be able to, first of all, you will be able to get the contrast of that. So you will be creating its opponent. It's not an opponent in a way of conflict. It's an opponent in the way of its polar identical. So when you create the polar side of what it is that you want, you will naturally attract and create what it is that you want, whether it's within your own relationships. And you, if you give that other person what it is that you want to receive, you give them an example of that behavior, or of that existence, or of that emotion, and what it feels like to be on the other side of that. And when you can create that outwardly, you will receive that back inwardly. Unless you're in a relationship with a narcissist, then you will begin to create that cycle. And regardless, when you start being able to create that outwardly and give that free of fear, free of condition, free of, okay, now I did it, now where's mine? Without the keeping score, doing it for the expansion, your own expansion and expansion of your surroundings, and being able to bring that emotion, because that emotion is very, very scarce. A lot of those things that we really yearn for are very instinctive and very raw and very internal, and they are natural in the human experience to yearn for those things. But because we don't believe that they exist, or because we were taught out of being feeling like we are worthy, then we don't even allow ourselves to yearn for it, because or allow ourselves consciously to want that, because we don't believe that it is in the cards for us, or because we don't believe that we are worthy of that, or who am I to ask that, or I'm afraid I'm going to be let down. So from the get-go, I give up on the things that I truly want, because I probably won't get them. And I don't want to put myself out there and be vulnerable and ask for them, and then see that the world doesn't, that I'm unworthy, and have that in my face. And so most people stop before they start. And if you can be courageous enough, first of all, to go inward and really look inwardly and see what it is, and be able to go that deep within ourselves, because to get that deep within ourselves, we're going to have to bypass so many levels of crap that were created on top of our being, so many levels of conditioning. So even in just doing the self-searching, you're already doing so much self-work just in that. And when you can bring that forward and be vulnerable in that, in asking what it is, you are actually creating it in the external world, because that is something that is so scarce. That authenticity and that depth is so scarce in the world, that many and most people don't even know what it looks like, don't even know what true authenticity even looks like to that level. They recognize it as soon as they see it, because it's within every single one of us. They can recognize it directly. And what happens when they have that soul recognition, they recognize it, it goes through, pierces through all of their external levels, and it awakens that within them. Now they feel the vibration of that, because you are bringing it forth. So you are recreating it, re-allowing it to be in the universe. You are showing, you are mirroring outwardly to the world what it looks like to be true, authentic, and to vulnerable, and to bring forth and ask for the things that you actually want. And by asking, I mean reflecting it outwardly. If you want unconditional love, you want to be loved in a way that is unconditional, then, you know, one of the Ten Commandments is love thy neighbor as yourself, love another as yourself. And that first takes into consideration that you love yourself. And if you, whatever you want for yourself, give outwardly, you will create that cycle in your life. You will teach others how to treat you. And so not only will you be creating it in your own life and living it, and even feeling the polar opposite of what it is to receive, you will be able to feel what it feels like to receive it by giving it to others and seeing how they receive it. So you'll be able to, you're creating that within your life. It's like you're creating what you want. And it's all connected. You see, it's all connected. And so when you can give another what it is that you want to receive, you are creating more of that in the universe. You are creating a cycle that will come back to you, because we are mirrors. Whatever we put out is what we're getting back. And you are getting to know yourself more intimately, and what you do want and what you don't want, and being honest about it. Really super honest, authentic about it. So whatever you want to receive, go and create outwardly. Give it to another. If you want the world to be patient with you, show the world what it looks like to be patient. If you want unconditional love, show what it looks like to give unconditional love. If you want to be heard, listen to others. If you want people to be gracious to you, whatever it is, you start giving that, start being it. That it goes back to that cliche, be what it is, be what you want to create. So, and it's so true, be it, just be it. And so I am sending you guys so much love. Thank you for being here with me, and I love you. And if you would like to meet with me one-on-one, my contact information is below in my website. You can also see other things that I do, like orgonites and pyramids and other artwork of mine. So I'm sending you so much love. Thank you.